Good evening and welcome to our documentary. With 720 members, it is the second largest representative organ in the world. This is the European Parliament, where the present and future of Europe is discussed constantly. Founded in 1962, it is arguably the greatest achievement of the United Europe, which at the time was still recovering from the dramatic era of the two world wars.
The European Parliament gathered for the first time in 1952 under the name of Common Assembly of the European Coal and Steel Community, just as an advisory organ. In 1957 it became part of the European Economic Community and, on May 30th, 1962, it was given its current name. Over the following years, the member count quickly rose, reaching its highest of 782 in 2007. In 1979, the first direct elections of the European Parliament were held, giving it greater democratic legitimacy. From the 90s onwards, it progressively gained more power inside the EU, effectively becoming a co-legislator. In fact, while the Parliament's main function is to accept, amend or reject a law proposal, it cannot draft one, as that's an exclusive duty of the European Commission. Recently, though, the Commission has started taking into account Parliament's proposals, giving it a de facto right of legislation. Among its other functions, the Parliament supervises the work of the European Commission and decides how and where the annual budget should be spent.
The European Parliament gathers the representatives of 27 countries. They are elected through the world's largest transnational elections with an electorate of over 375 million citizens entitled to vote. Let's explore this mechanism in depth.
The members of the European Parliament, currently 720, are divided into 8 political groups, which, as the name suggests, gather parties with similar ideologies. Each group must have at least 23 parliamentarians, hailing from a minimum of 7 different EU countries, in order to ensure their ideas are widespread enough to represent a fair number of European citizens. Of the 8 political groups, 4 are aligned on the right and represent ideas ranging from conservatism to Euroscepticism. One of them is centrist, of liberal and moderate ideologies. Finally, 3 are left-leaning, promoting progressive and, at times, Euro-federalist policies. In addition, there are 32 non-attached members, who are not affiliated with any of the 8 political groups. The 720 parliamentarians are elected directly by the citizens of the European Union, following a criteria of digressive proportionality, meaning that the more populated a country is, the more citizens a single member represents. The current president of the European Parliament is Roberta Metsola, in charge since 2022. The president, elected every 2.5 years, presides over the debates and activities of the Parliament, also representing it both within the EU and internationally.
The actual work in the European Parliament is done during the plenary sessions held in the Strasbourg hemicycle. Despite having a tight schedule, European representatives gather there once a month, from Monday to Thursday, in order to discuss the most concerning issues of the moment.
The plenary sessions of the European Parliament in Strasbourg are the official meetings where all members discuss, debate and vote on law proposals, effectively guiding the policies of the Union. Topics can range from fundamental rights to economy, from the digital world to foreign politics, each one dealt with by a particular committee of parliamentarians. The President is in charge of leading those sessions, introducing the arguments, opening and closing the votes, ensuring compliance with the rules and regularity of intervention. Voting can take place either by show of hands or through electronic buttons present at every seat. Each member's intervention can last up to 2 minutes and is delivered in their mother tongue in order to achieve maximum clarity. Every speech is then translated in real time in the other 23 official languages of the EU by a team of 2,000 interpreters. The headquarters are located in the Louis Weiss building in Strasbourg, named after Louis Weiss, a women's rights activist who had a fundamental political role in the foundation of the European Union. The building is divided into two parts by a river and features glass as one of the most used materials, symbolizing transparency. In fact, visitors, alongside journalists and VIPs, can assist to the plenary session and the other activities that take place in the Parliament.
Over the years, this organ has played a fundamental role in the development of the Union and will continue to lead the future of our continent for many years to come. Our trip inside the European Parliament ends here. See you next time. Goodbye.